know it, I know it, you've heard it, I've heard it, you know. When I say I know it, you know it, that on Saturday when we have our Zoom meeting in advance of our 4-hour edition of NFL Game Day Morning, the conversation of is Drew Brees washed going to come up, and we will have a conversation about it once an hour with 4 different ways to ask the very same question, Kurt. So what did you see on film and think of the narrative about Brees coming out of the Monday night loss in Vegas?
Well, first of all, he's not washed up. I mean, he can still throw, and he's still got enough arm strength, and he didn't just fall off a cliff and go from what he did last year to not being able to play this year. That's not the case. Even if physical skills diminish a little bit, there's still plenty of stuff that you can see to go, okay, he's got plenty of physical skill to play this game. I'm actually going to show it a little bit on Sunday in an XO. But he is off. And, what Drew has always been known for is his tremendous ability to see the field, see what's going on, make the right decision, and then his incredible accuracy. And those are 2 things that have been a little bit off here in the first 2 weeks. And, it's hard to really pinpoint why that is, what's going on. Monday night, is it because you don't have Michael Thomas, so you're thinking the game a little bit differently than you have for the last couple of years because of him being your go-to guy? Is it because of no preseason or a different training camp? I don't really know, but there's some technique issues that I believe are a little bit off with Drew. That's, again, I'm going to show some of this in Warner's Corner on Sunday. Is that he's still completing some passes, but normally Drew Brees, when he completes a pass, he's the most accurate quarterback in the history of our game. The ball's right where it's supposed to be, right? A guy's running across the field, and it's right on his upfield shoulder, so he catches it and he turns and he gets another 7 or 8 yards. He's still completing some of those throws now, but the ball's off a little bit, and that's what I'm seeing. And the interception that happened on Monday night. Now, we've all been in situations where we get blocked off by our offensive lineman and we don't see a defender and we hit the defender between the numbers. That happens to all of us. So you can't just look at that and go, well, you see, he didn't see that guy. And I don't know what happened there, but that is a rare thing for a Drew Brees to drop back and miss a guy right in front of him and throw it and hit the guy between the numbers. Does that mean he's not seeing the field and the game's going too fast right now for him? Maybe. Or maybe he just got blocked off because, offensive lineman was in his face. But there's things like that you're seeing in the first 2 weeks that just make you say, okay, he's not on the top of his game right now. But I don't look at it and say, well, he's lost the skill to be able to play, because there's still some throws in there where you go, not too many guys are going to be able to see that and make that throw. It's just not as consistent as Drew Brees usually is.
So then let's put a button on both of these. Which quarterback's regression? Who's really regressing, Wentz or Brees? I mean, which one concerns you more?
I mean, I'm not worried about Drew Brees. I think he's going to find it. And like I said, he's a technician. And oftentimes when you're a technician and you get back to the technique, that can help carry you. I'm worried about Carson because, as I've said, it's been a couple years running now where I'm seeing the same sort of mistakes. And and we haven't seen the consistency from a Carson Wentz that we saw from Drew Brees. We saw that one year that was phenomenal. But since then, it's been really rocky and up and down and kind of all over. So I'm more worried about Carson Wentz being able to kind of rein it back in, tighten things up, and become, more of a consistent quarterback.
And, of course, Wentz has got a so-called winnable game with Cincinnati and Joe Burrow coming in. And then on the other hand, you have, however, Brees taking on Aaron Rodgers.